What's up, everybody, and welcome to Blade HQ. Today's a very special day in the live because Jared Neves is here.
Yes, I am.
Jared, tell us who you are.
I am Jared from Neves Knives on YouTube.
Back up, Jared Neve.
Jared
I
Neve.
learned that a minute ago.
Neves, Jared Neve from Neves Knives on YouTube. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. First time in Utah. So,
Well, what do you think?
I think it's beautiful here. It's absolutely beautiful.
The mountains are lovely.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes. It's pretty flat out in Illinois, though.
It's very flat, as far as you can see.
Yeah, but you got a big old lake. That's
We do have a
fun.
giant lake. It seems like an ocean, but it's not.
Yeah.
But it also causes a lot of effects with the weather, so that's always a beautiful thing,
Yeah,
too.
we get lake effect here as well, but our lake
Yeah.
is much smaller. We don't get the humidity.
But you guys have the scenery of the mountains all around you, though.
it's
you know.
lovely.
It is beautiful. It's
Yeah.
like picture quality.
I gotta say, a lot of people are excited to see you here in the chat.
Yeah. I'm
Like the
excited
first
to be
comment.
here, man. It's first time in Utah, obviously first time at Blade HQ, so this is awesome for me. I'm
Hopefully
loving
not the
it.
last.
Yeah, I hope so too. Hopefully we don't leave on bad blood after this. But we do have a sharpening we're going to do after this. Obviously, it's not going to be shown today,
It's
but
gonna be edited. You'll see it in a couple weeks.
yeah,
Right before SHOT Show comes.
that's going to be fun.
Yeah. A lot of people are asking about the weather. It is 37 degrees here in Utah.
I see Alex. What's up? Outdoors 55. Shout out to him.
Alex! Man, I love Alex.
Yeah,
You guys are always on the lives together.
He's awesome, and he's such a good guy.
Yeah, I met him at Blade Show. I guess he's right there. I met you at Blade Show, and he was just the coolest dude in the world.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know this guy is a world-class sharpener? Just because he kind of carries himself like a normal dude.
I want to get together with him at some point, too. I think that'd be really awesome to do some filming with him. Me and him have talked about it. And obviously, do more lives. I seen somebody was asking me, they wanted to see what I was carrying or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
on
so
my
that's what's
knife.
in his pockets.
So I was gonna have the misdemeanor, but right now I actually have the collaboration with We Knife Co. that's coming up pretty soon.
Okay, I saw a post about this. but-
And this is the Inmate. Now, it has this raindrop pattern, but the raindrops on this is just solid black. On the production versions, they're gonna be different colors. So, like we have one that's you've seen their new gray that they're doing?
Yeah, it's kind of like a gunmetal.
That's what I call it. I call it gunmetal. Well, we have that with purple rain. And it just, it's gonna look so awesome. Then we have all black with blue rain, and then a couple other color combos that's gonna be sick. And this thing, to me, I love it because it's a perfect user. It's only 100 thousandths blade stock thickness.
Nice
It's like
and thin.
10 to 15 thousandths behind the edge, deep hollow grind, super ergonomic, very slicey. And then the hole just lands perfectly. Kind of like you'd expect like a Spyderco where the hole just lands in a perfect spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that D10 is tuned to the
Yeah.
nines.
I'm really excited. I've been doing a lot of testing on this one, so this one's been beat up pretty good.
Listen to the sound of that.
Yeah, it has a really
That's a
nice
really
sound.
good
Yeah.
sounding knife. This is your design?
Yep, I'm really excited about it.
Dude, well done.
Thank you.
That's nice. I'm excited to see this one come. I assume, because we were probably 20 CV.
Yes, so we were gonna we were talking about doing some of the other steels, but I know like in the future they're just now starting to do Van X and stuff like that. But since they were just getting it, it kind of made it a little bit limited. So I just said, let's just do the 20 CV. They're comfortable with it. I've tested their 20 CV. They do a decent job with it, actually a pretty damn good job with it. So I figure why not? Let's just roll with it.
Well, awesome. Yeah, in my pocket, I have another variation on the 20 CV family. We have the M390 MK on my MSI with Rips Garage scales on it. Got this in a trade from Dallas.
Yeah, I really like that piece.
I'm a winner.
Which one do you like more, the Stitch or that one?
I personally like this one.
Yeah.
I'm learning I'm not much of a reverse Tanto, super pointy kind of guy.
Okay.
And I like a little more of the rounded on the sheep's foot.
Okay.
But my favorite of the Ramlocks is the Amphibian, and that's the one I carry more
I haven't tried it yet, but I keep hearing everybody say that. Like a lot of people have said that the Amphibian is the way to go. I like the Stitch because I felt like it was a little more comfortable, but I liked the pointier tip for like utility cuts and stuff. So yeah, for some reason I just love that. I love that blade shape on there. It works for me.
Yeah. Blade HQ is asking, what's the giveaway today? Well, it's a big one, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
So SOG is our sponsor today, and why don't we grab some of this
Yeah,
stuff?
let's do it.
So here, you grab the spear.
Yeah.
I know you want to.
Yeah, I do.
So they have their new HQ line, which is like, it's sort of, I don't know how to describe the HQ line. It's all very budget friendly and sort of emergency oriented. So we have the boot knife and the tack pry, which is like a
I think that's a really cool idea.
beat the tar out of everything with a true pry bar on the back.
I did construction my whole life, so when I look at that, I just think of so many uses I could use it for. you know, like on a job or, you know, anywhere, you know.
Yeah, but the fun thing.
Yeah. This to me is, I mean, I think about going hog hunting when I see this thing, but I'm sure people are thinking of other kinds of hunting with this. But yeah, it's, does it say, what length is this, the whole thing?
I think 48 inches
48,
overall.
so 4 foot. Oh man, a lot of distance.
Yep, and then we also have a Tanto version.
Double-edged dagger.
Yes.
420. Yeah, it's gonna be nice and tough. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so we got 5 knives we're giving away, or 5 things we're giving away today. So please make sure you're
You just want
subscribed.
to throw this thing when it
I
gets
know.
in your hand.
I've been playing
It's
with it all
very
week.
difficult not
I'm
to.
like, I gotta. Yeah, very exciting from SOG. Lots of cool new stuff this year, and we're very happy to have them. We'll talk a little more about them in the actual section.
How do you win?
How do you win? Oh yeah.
How do you
well,
enter?
Later, Peter over here is going to give us a word that you're just going to type in the comments, and then a system will randomly pick from that.
None for now says, never thought I needed a spear until now. I agree. I actually was thinking the same thing when I first got my hands on it.
Yeah, Juliana, hi George, hope you're doing. Have a great Monday. And Jared, hope you're all having a great Monday. It is a great Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, Luke Brudon, Neves know more than George. You're probably right, and that's why I'm thrilled to have him here. I love learning from all the experts, and that's another reason I just binge your channel and Outdoors
appreciate
55
that.
so much.
The boot knife is cool.
The boot knife is cool.
I actually have a boot knife video. I started, I should have had it up already, but I got to redo some stuff on it, but it's going to be a cool video.
Are you going to be at Blade Show this year?
Well, I'm going to be at the Blade Show, Texas and Atlanta.
All right.
So,
I probably won't be in Texas. Hey, who's on your channel? Oh, that's right. She's right there. I was like,
I told
Neves
you
is
she
here.
mans the
Wait.
chat.
She mans the chat.
She mans the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, Long Island Knife Guy. What's up, bud? How you doing?
Yeah.
That's a great guy.
Any spear can be a boot knife if your legs are long.
Oh, that's great.
Man, on the internet, it's been making the rounds of Ian McKellen with his stunt double and his
Yeah,
scale double,
yeah.
and his scale double's the biggest dude in the world. I'm like, he could boot carry a spear.
I had this company that I was talking to that's out of Chicago that does bulletproof vests, and they, in their videos, you guys might have even seen it, in their videos, they're hitting it with a pickaxe and trying to stab, and they're saying it's stab proof, right? So I contacted them and I talked to the guy, and they were supposed to send me one, but I think, you know, even though they said they're gonna send one and everything else, I think they backed out. I think they're a little scared that it's gonna go through. But
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
you get-
because knives typically will without a plate, and this thing it's plateless. So when
If it's like soft like that,
Yeah.
like a nice micro-serrated dagger or Tanto.
that's what I was thinking. It's going right
Right
through.
through.
It's like, yeah, I don't think it's going to be able to withstand it, but they thought it would. But then, you know, they kind of backed out, it feels like. So
Yeah. All right.
We'll
Should we do some new knives? Team? Is there any reason to wait around? We're good to go?
Yeah, we should be good.
Okay.
all right.
So,
Recenter real quick.
oh yeah, we'll recenter. Sorry, I get dragged over here where the mouse is. I'm right-handed like a... You're not a lefty, are you?
No, she is though. you
I
know.
pity all the
Yeah, I
lefties in
know.
this knife world.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk to this camera because we're making a video per se, so we're going to pretend this chat doesn't exist. But don't worry, we have not
Yep.
forgotten
No one
you.
chat. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Yep, we're going to talk about some news. We're going to talk about the sponsor, and it's going to be a great time. We'll come back afterwards. We'll do the giveaway, so don't nobody go nowhere. All right. Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today's a very special day because Jared Neve is here.
What's up, George?
Oh, I'm so happy for you to be here.
I'm
man.
excited about this.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Jared is one of the bigger knife influencers out there, and he is an expert sharpener.
Oh, I appreciate that.
He's forgotten more about blade steels than I'll ever know, and I'm just thrilled to have him here in the studio with me. And we're
Very
talking
kind
new
words.
knives.
Very kind words. I appreciate that.
Well, thanks. Yes, now today is sponsored by SOG Knives. SOG is one of our favorite brands. SOG. You see them over there. Their branding is quite iconic. That's
Yeah.
just
Oh
SOG.
yeah. Yeah. It screams at you for sure.
Yep, and they've got a lot of cool new stuff coming out this year. In fact, during the live, this video is being recorded live, by the way, we're doing some giveaways for their HQ line, including spears. I'll tell you right now, like,
Somebody's a hog hunter out there.
Somebody.
So
They're
somebody's
gonna
gonna
want
want it right now.
yes, but I think I'm a mature adult, but you pick up a spear and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like,
the
nope,
kid comes out. of you,
maturity's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, right. See ya.
Yep, but they also have a lot of more utilitarian stuff, some self-defense oriented. Like SOG is a brand that has a lot of range.
Yeah,
And especially-
for sure. And they recently, you guys got a bunch of stuff on the site recently. I was looking at them. I was like, man, they dropped a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
A
they've had
lot
a
of it
big
looks
year.
great.
They got a new line of flashlights too.
Well, even like their USA stuff. Like I love that they're doing USA made stuff, and some of that stuff is so beefy and so tough. Like I've had some on the channel, and it's like, damn, these things are strong. Like they feel really solid, tough. So
Yep, and we're just very grateful for SOG for sponsoring this video. And if you want to get in on giveaways
Shout
in
out
the
to
future,
SOG.
yeah, we are always doing them in the live stream. So after this ends, you won't be able to see it if you're not watching us in the live. We do a giant giveaway. So make sure to join us every Monday, Mountain Standard Time, noon, for new knives.
there you go.
All right, now we also have some news to talk about, and I'm glad
Knife
you're here to
news,
talk
knife
some of it.
news.
So first of all you pre-order patient people, Para 2 salts are starting to land. So
That's
there were
awesome.
way more pre-orders than we got stock of. So some of you guys are gonna get these, but your patience has been rewarded. Yeah, very fun. What do you think of this new texture on the G10?
So I love the texture. I'm not typically a yellow fan, but I understand this because of it's saltwater, right? So it's supposed to be like a fisherman's knife or somebody that's gonna be on the water. And in that case, this is what I'd want. I'd want something bright because if you drop it in the water or drop it anywhere, you want to be able to see it quick. So I completely understand it, and I love Spyderco's Magna Cut. I think that they are doing a phenomenal job, just like all their steels, really. I scream about this on the channel all the time. If you want to try like the best production heat treatment, you want to try it from Spyderco.
Yeah, they spend so much time doing all their heat treat stuff. And I remember Laren Thomas, the guy who cooked up Magna Cut, did a lecture series at Blade Show a
Yeah.
couple years ago, and he posted on Instagram. He's like, first person here, 30 minutes early, Eric Glesser sitting front of the row. I'm going to learn heat treatment. He's like,
nice.
yeah,
That's great.
that was awesome. Okay, by the way, SHOT Show's coming up. A lot of new stuff. So we might see some stuff you might have seen a little bit before today, but that is because there is a fire hydrant ready to turn on, full of all the new
They're
stuff.
saving stuff for the SHOT Show.
Yep. Now you've seen some of it, like Cold Steel and SOG. We both posted their new videos just recently. You'll be seeing stuff from CRKT and Kershaw coming up shortly as well. And Benchmade announced some of their new stuff on Instagram today, so go check them out. I think they brought the Bedlam back.
I see it. That looks really cool.
Yep. Also, Jens Onso has left Giant Mouse.
Yeah, that's interesting. I recently talked to him because I got one of his knives that he makes, personally that he makes. It's so good, so good. But yeah, as long as I'm hoping that they're on still good terms. So
Yeah, from what I've read, it seems that they are. He's just moving on to something new. A lot of his design collaborations at Giant Mouse will still credit him, and I assume that. I mean, I know he and Jens Jesper. Him and Jesper
I'm not
are
going
like
to
this.
try it. So you,
Dude,
it's
Danish
on you.
names.
But yeah, I think they got a good relationship, and I think it's always awesome to pivot and move on, to cooler things. Everybody wants to, keep growing. So I think that's awesome. Good for him.
Yep, and we'll still probably see him around the knife industry. I know he's got a few ZT designs,
Yep.
and I wouldn't be surprised to see more from various other brands.
Oh, and then, like I said, some of his designs that he recently did on his own.
Customs.
His
incredible.
customs, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
he had
beautiful,
one
yeah.
with a peened bronze handle, one of the first knives I ever posted
yeah,
here. I was
yeah.
in love. It's
Yeah.
so good. Yep, and then lastly is we have news on the Crucible front.
Yeah.
So for those of you unaware, Crucible is the company that does the raw manufacturing for a lot of the blade steels we know and love. Anything with a CPM in front of it, that's Crucible.
Yep.
And they have they have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy,
Yeah.
which is sad to hear.
So I don't know a lot about it. You probably know a lot more than I do about it. I've just heard rumors and stuff, so you give me the information. What's happened?
So Laren actually put out a video today, about a couple hours ago, and he talked about the situation at length. In fact, I would go check out the Knife Steel Nerds channel if you want to learn all of the situation. But the short of it is, though they are going bankrupt, they have a bid offer. So on February 4th, there's going to be an auction, and currently the bid is from a company called Aerosteel in Europe.
Yep.
And they do a lot of high-speed powder steel, sort of the
Okay.
same thing. And they have made a bid for their factory and all their intellectual property.
Okay. Have they said that they're going to keep the steels?
I think so.
Okay. So they're not planning on buying it and then getting rid of them and doing their own thing, right? They're hopefully planning on continuing them.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of competitors in the industry, like Carpenter and Buller-Udall.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of competition.
Yes, and Magna Cut does have a trademark thing that's 35VN, but
Yep.
their compositions are not necessarily trademarked.
Right.
In fact, you can't. That's a patent thing.
Right.
So you could make equivalents of them, kind of like 204P
Yep.
and 20CV to M390. And the big news, though, is Niagara is still going to be running. And so there's a company that makes the steel, there's a company that rolls the steel.
Yep.
And the company that rolls the steel is the one that makes it nice and thin for all of us knife nerds out there.
Yeah.
And Niagara is doing well, and they will continue to roll. So I don't think you're going to see much of a glitch in production or anything. But it is sad that Crucible is going through hard times.
Well, yeah, hopefully that's true because I know a lot of people have been worried about it. So hopefully it still keeps rolling on, and we don't see too much of a glitch.
See what you did there.
Yeah, you like that?
rolling
Keeps
on. I
rolling
love
on.
that. All right, well, that's the knife news section. Let's jump into some new knives, starting with this guy from Buck. So you were telling me earlier about your history of the Buck 19.
Yeah,
119.
I grew up with it. Excuse me, I got a cough. Me and my dad had the whole collection from the small one all the way up to the big one. This is obviously the big one. You guys know this from Scary Movie and all kinds of stuff. It's a famous knife for the most part, but growing up with it, it's something that's always going to be, like, close to my heart because, I grew up with it with my dad, sharpening it and using it. It was like one of our hunting knives.
I imagine you really cut your sharpening teeth on something like this.
Yes, yeah, and the smaller ones. Like I said, we had a set. So, but to me though, as a kid looking at this thing, it's like it looks angry. It looks like something a kid wants to play with. So I was blessed enough to play with it.
My parents would not have allowed such a thing. Yeah, but this is a special edition. Still has the 420HC, Boss Heat Treated, USA made, but we have a red polished micarta handle.
Beautiful micarta.
Yeah.
I love that micarta.
And a different sheath on this guy. So I brought my 119 over to show the sheath you normally get. It's a full leather. This one's kind of a leather and nylon hybrid with MOLLE compatible on the
Oh,
back.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it comes a little paracord around for retention or
I don't
what
know
have
if
you.
I've seen a lot of that. The combination, like a hybrid.
Yeah, I think it's kind of fun. It kind of feels Buck, but also 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah, very exciting from Buck, and are not a terrible price, $94.99. So special edition, getting you that polished micarta, and I'll tell you, polishing micarta is no joke.
No, but
glad
man,
they
they did
did
such a good job on it. The fibers, like, it looks really good. This is like good micarta. Before even polishing it, you can tell it's really good micarta.
Yeah, it must be a pretty thick block too. So
Oh, for sure.
Normally they do like a phenolic resin sort of thing that bowling balls are made out of. But look, like I don't see really
that
a
solid
seam
piece,
there.
or-
I think that might be a solid piece. Maybe there's a seam.
Maybe
right
but
there.
I mean, yeah, I guess maybe.
Yeah,
It's
but
tough to see if
They
there
did a
is.
good job of hiding
Yeah,
it.
if there is, yeah, you can barely see it.
Yeah, they certainly know their
Oh,
stuff.
so
over
you,
at
and you
Buck.
were saying this is micarta.
Yeah.
right?
So apparently this is one of the first uses of micarta in knives. In fact, I'll bring out my 119 for it. Is these little spacers in the bolsters on these Buck knives.
I never even
Those-
knew that they were micarta.
Yeah, I mean, if you look really close sometimes, I don't know if we'll catch it on camera, you can see the grain of the fabrics in there. But other than that, it's the phenolic. But yeah, Buck pioneering
Very cool.
micarta in knives. Buck pioneered a lot of stuff in knives.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad we have them around and that they're still innovating and pioneering and that whole sort of thing. All right. I'm not going to fuss with that snap. Next up, we have ProTech, and these are the new gridlock patterns on the Strider PT models.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got green, we got purple.
Yeah, I've always liked the PT.
Yes, I will say I checked this morning. The purple is selling really, really fast, and it might be gone already. If not, I would go get it now. But the green we have a bit more of. I don't know what it is with purple. You might know more about this than me. A lot of people into purple
I
this
think
year.
it's because I think the knife guys like something different. I think when you see the same old, and then something comes out and it's different, I think we just want it, because it stands
have
out. Yeah, it's like a different flavor, It's, everybody wants to try the new flavor.
Yep. But in other parts of the knife, we have a mother of pearl button on these, CPM MagnaCut blade, deep carry pocket clip, USA made ProTech. It's great. $265 is starting. If you want coatings or other, like maybe the bronze, aluminum, whatever, it'll get more than that.
That mother of pearl's really nice. Mm-hmm. Two-tone blade. This one's got the stone-washed finish.
Yep, stonewash, and that one's just the straight aluminum button, I believe.
Yeah, they're doing a great job with their MagnaCut too.
Yep, love some ProTech. Next up, Boker Kalashnikov. This one is one of the most hotly anticipated knives. People have been harassing me in the
Purple.
comments for almost 3 years. They want the purple one. They want the Mace Windu. Yeah, we're calling this one the Purple Rain, R-E-I-G-N, R-E-I-G-N, Rain.
Like
as in
rain.
Reign
yeah.
of the King.
Yeah.
Yep, this one is finally here, guys, so you can quit bothering me in the comments. It's here going for $64.95, D2, and the other big thing here is we have a new pocket clip on this guy. So I brought my Kalashnikov as well. We're used
I
to
like
sort
the
of
new clip.
I like the new one too. This
it better.
one kind of added just a little bit of grip, but that's a big clip.
That's a very big clip.
This one, quite a bit smaller.
These are very comfortable in the hand though,
Yeah.
regardless of the clip, they're super comfortable knives.
Yep. And
That's one thing that always stood out to me with this thing is just how comfortable it is when you squeeze it.
But other than that, we got the aluminum handles, painted finish. It's a Kalashnikov through and
Yeah,
through.
very cool.
Yes. Next up, I want to hear your thoughts on this guy. Tenable Tenable Fenrir.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So they had the concept version, because Tenable is their budget line. So the concept version was a titanium model, titanium frame lock. It was actually like a reverse bolster, because instead of the bolster being up here with a frame lock, it was the opposite. But now they have Tenable, which is their budget line, and they're basically making budget models of their premium and popular models. So I was excited to see this particular one because I really like the Fenrir in the premium version. Now you don't have the front flipper like the original one. I heard some people saying they wish they did that. I'm actually glad they didn't. I think that the way they tuned the detent on this with the button with the thumb studs works so well. And I'm not sure the front flipper would have been as enjoyable as you guys think. And I think they knocked this one out of the park. I've done a little bit of test. I just recently got it, so I haven't done much testing on it, but I've done a little bit. And yeah, they did a really good job with their lock geometry on this particular button, at least from the example I have.
Yeah, and I love that we have a little bit of a cutout for the button so it doesn't stand too proud.
Yeah.
14C28N, like you said.
Love it.
Great budget steel,
love
good
it,
balance. This one's G10 and the rose gold, and then this guy's the green micarta with the black stonewash.
Yeah, one cool thing about 14C is that because it was made for mass production for companies to mass produce a steel, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to be a good heat treatment, which is important, when you're going to get a steel. Yeah, very awesome.
Very exciting. These are our exclusives, and they are going for $56.89. So a fairly budget-friendly price point as well.
For sure.
I do love that one, and I
Yeah, I do
believe
too.
that one made one of your lists this last year of best of the year.
Yeah, it made my budget knives best of the year for 2020. Even though it came out near the end, after getting my hands on it, and I already knew how much I liked, the premium one, so it made sense.
Yeah. Now going from the budget side to very fancy and premium.
Very fancy, yeah.
We got the Lion Steel N1.
And this one's special. Here, you can explain it.
Yeah, so I remember hearing this announced at SHOT Show a couple of years ago, and I was talking to Andrea Massoli over there from Lion Steel, and
You're
he
good with
says,
the names, ain't you?
No, I asked him. There's another Italian.
I have it written down here.
Yes, and he said, look for an open screw on this knife. And I can only find one, and it's on the removable flipper. But like everything else is hidden. The pocket clip, even the lock bar insert, everything is hidden. And apparently there's a tool in the box that allows you to access something in the backspace here, but after that it's a puzzle. I have no idea how to take this knife apart.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. And, we've seen a few different companies doing this where they're doing the hardware-less knives, where you don't see any hardware and there's like a trick to taking them apart. I think it's cool. I think anything innovative in the knife world, I love. So I'm always here for it. And this, I can see the little nut inside there that you have to, turn to undo. I know Riat did something with the Jet number 9. It's kind of the same thing, like in the back of the backspacer. It's like a little thing you have to spin, and that brings the scales apart.
Yeah, so I don't know that this is the sort of thing that everybody's gonna want, but I just love that companies like
They
Riot
do it.
and
They
Lion
do it.
Steel,
Yeah, that's the thing.
like pushing the boundaries.
I like that it exists for sure.
Yeah, and I know from the work of, I think Riot and Lion Steel are the big names in integrals. Like they
That's
were
true.
like the only companies doing it
a
not too
while,
long
yeah.
ago, and now
Yes.
it's sort of catching on.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
Very exciting. These ones are a bit pricey though. $499.99.
The clip's kind of interesting. It almost looks like it's a rolling clip, but it's not. There's a hole drilled directly into the clip, almost like a roller would be, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I almost wonder if you could put a tritium vial in that.
That's cool.
That'd be fun.
I wish some of the knives that have the slits for the tritium, I don't know if there's something like against them being able to put them in or install them. I know, what is it? Glow Rhino. They did some, but yeah, I just don't know why some companies will have the slits for it, but they don't ever send it with it. I don't know if there's something legality reasons because of the material.
I think it's just people are like, you can't ship radioactive
That's what I mean.
stuff.
Right.
I know the same thing with zirconium because it's used as insulation for fuel rods.
Okay.
But we're starting to see some zirconium from overseas, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. All right. Next up, keeping it Italian, straight line EDC.
I really like this one. This
yeah.
is cool.
So we got a whole bunch. We just brought these two. We have the Ally and the Ernie, E-R-N-Y. I don't know what that means.
Sheep's Foot and a Warncliffe.
Yep. I think the Ernie is this guy, and the Ally is this more Warncliffe. These ones come from a company that was started by Igor Bortolucci, who you might remember from MKM. He used to be the MKM marketing guy. And now he's sort of taken his passion and knowledge for knives and started his own. And the entire Italian knife world in Maniago is kind of a family. They manufacture all together, and MKM, in fact, is a big team up of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this just feels like a love letter to Italian knife making to me.
Well, I love this. This is like the perfect size for an EDC fixed blade. The blade, and then it's slicey. So it's not like super thick where it doesn't feel like it's going to cut. This is going to cut. And while it might be like about a 3.5 finger knife, you can absolutely get all 4 on there. And really, if you needed to bear down, but with a blade like this, you're mostly doing utility cuts and pinch grips. So I think this thing will work so well for just a little, fixed blade, that you carry. And I like the sheath. I like the magnetic sheath too.
So we've seen this a bit from MKM a little bit, where they have this leather sheath with a magnet closure to put around your pocket. But this one's
What do you
kind of
think
cool.
about it? Do you like that?
It needs a little bit of break-in. I will tell you
Okay.
that. I own a couple of knives that use this sheath, and I'll tell you, it is a bit stiff because that magnet really grabs the knife. But as the leather breaks in,
It becomes like a pocket.
yes. And I will say, one of the best pieces of advice I heard a leather sheath is, if it's perfect on the day one, it will be too loose in a month. But if it's tight now, it'll be perfect in a
It's kind
month.
of like leather boots, same way.
Yep. But other than that, it's ambidextrous. And this one also has a second place. So if you wanted to put it up there and throw it on your belt, you can do that as well.
That's cool. I love the stitching on that sheath, man.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Very nicely
leather,
done
too.
indeed. Smells
Oh
good.
yeah.
Gotta love the smell of leather.
Gotta.
And then lastly is the knife that I just associate the most with you. I know you, but like,
Really?
when I discovered Meaves knives, it was with that. I think it's like 26 million views now or something.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I know it's up there.
Yeah, this is the Riot XO-M, and this is our exclusive version with the aluminum handle and the Nitro V blade. A little more accessible, $129 on the price point.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's so lightweight because the titanium ones obviously are a little bit heavier. This is so lightweight, but it's so intuitive. And I don't know if this is a new finish or not. It might not be, but this dagger one, at least with the double edge, has a beautiful satin finish on it.
Nice gleam
Oh,
to
I
it.
love it, man. I absolutely love it. And it's almost like it's offset from one side to the other. So it really stands out to me.
Yes.
I like that Blade Issue did this exclusive, man. This is
I do
this is a really
too.
cool
Because like
piece.
those titanium ones, there's like 2 integral pieces, and it got pretty up there in price. But this aluminum
Yeah.
brings it down. And we have a restock on black. We've seen that before, and then this aluminum tan is the brand new color for now. And these ones always go pretty quick because people are after this mechanism.
I love it, so I understand completely. And I like the different switch, because the original had, the switch it had, which is completely different than this one. So this one feels a little bit more intuitive.
Yeah, I do like it.
Both of them are good though, so.
Yeah, I believe this switch got its debut on the XOU, the utility bladed one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'm glad it made it to the actual knife.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too, for sure.
I love magnets. I'm a weirdo.
I actually do too. I love magnets. So does my wife. She loves magnets.
Yeah.
She's a magnet fan too.
All right. Well, Jared, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah,
today.
thank you for having me.
This is an awesome time. And thank you all for watching. And once again, thank you, SOG, for our wonderful sponsorship today. And we will see you all next time. Except for everybody here in the live. We're still here. This is my favorite part of the day.
Everybody, people from the live will probably leave like, oh, it's shutting down. What happened to the giveaway?
Yeah, they'll never let me forget that.
Yeah, right.
I remember there was once I had to I crashed and burned at the end of the new knives section. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so done. I'm taking off the mic. And Peter's like, you're still live, man. I'm like, ah.
That's great.
They were all very nice to me, though. Okay, let's see if anybody asked any questions that need answers.
Thank you guys for being here, by the way.
Yeah. The party's over here, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'm not seeing too many question marks. Yeah.
I seen one to Kara, but I think that was her personal going back and forth.
Yeah. Juliana, hey, what do you think is the best knife lock? I'm interested to hear this one.
The best is going to be the Triad. I mean, overall for lock, but personally for me, I love having one hand opening and closing. With the Triad, I can do that, but I would prefer more of like a compression or I love that people are doing, or companies are doing the button compression locks. I really like that, love that. I love a crossbar lock. So those two are like neck to neck for me. And then I really, really like the ball lock, but you don't have it on barely anything else. And Spyderco, has the Mannix, on the Mannix. I love that lock. I wish that Spyderco played around with that, with the actual actuators on it. Because they did other models, but you had the ball. You had to grab the ball. So I think
I didn't care for the ball. I much
me
prefer
neither.
the
That's what I
cage.
mean. Yeah. So yeah, I love those. I like a nice strong solid lock, but it's important for me. I personally like a nice detent too.
Yes, I think I'm with you on the Triad. My favorite knife ever is the Cold Steel 8010.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, and it's got a Triad and it's really smooth, and I
Yep.
love Andrew Demko's work.
When
all
you get
around.
used to them too, they are very, very easy to use one-handed.
Yes, Larson Rupp. I'm DM you a great raccoon spear story. Keep an eye on. I will, Larson. I'm excited to hear that
I
story.
used to have a pet raccoon.
You did? Yeah. Is that even legal?
No.
Awesome.
I used to walk it around on a leash and people would pull over and be like, is that a raccoon? I'd say, no, it's a Shih Tzu.
They probably believed you.
Half of them did.
Yeah. Are the straight lines made in Italy? Yes, Tricky. They are made in Italy. So,
These guys are here.
Yep.
Yeah, and they
Maniago.
have a straight line for their logo. It's on the sheath and on the blade. It looks
good
really
branding.
cool. Yeah, very good branding.
Yes. Neve, what watch are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Movado Datron.
I don't know watches. I can't afford.
You don't like watches?
No, I love watches. I'm descended from Swiss watchmakers, man.
yeah.
But, like-
then yeah, you definitely should like them.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for them, but
Yeah.
man, they are a different breed. And I keep hearing Nick Shabazz, don't get into watches.
Yeah. Well, same reason why I like knives, like for the mechanics of it and the build, and I love all the parts and different parts moving. It's the same reason why I love watches.
Yeah, modeling mayhem. Should I get an SE4 and S35VN or 1095? I'm Team S35VN.
I am too. Yeah. I would go S35. It's a little more modern, better edge retention, has good corrosion resistance, and S35 is plenty tough because SE's blade geometry has you covered. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
steel you're going to come with. They got you covered on the geometry because they're thick enough to abuse. So with
Yeah.
S35, that's great.
Yeah, their warranty, you kind of have to make it abusable.
You
with
have
that
to,
warranty.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, with their warranty, like no other company really tells you, like even if it's your fault and you break it, we're gonna honor
Take it to the
stuff.
range and shoot it. We'll replace it.
We got you.
Yeah.
They even have that thing at Blade Show where they put all the broken knives.
Like they weld them
Yeah.
on. Yeah. All right, which do you think is better for an EDC knife? Osborne 940 or Spyderco Bodacious from Spencer Goodman?
Ooh, I haven't tried the Bodacious, so I can't even speak on it. I consider it very similar to the Shaman, but I haven't tried it. I like the 940. I love the 940. I wish it had a hollow grind. I wish they would do a version with a hollow grind. I think that would be. I think that'd sell like crazy.
Yeah, I know they used to do that with the Griptilian sheep's foot.
Yes,
You could get
yes.
the flat or the hollow.
Yep. I wish they still did that too.
Yeah, I will say if you're going for slicing performance, I think the Bodacious is going to get you.
Okay.
But if you're like in the pocket comfort, I think
Yeah.
940 is going to be the one.
I figured the Bodacious is good. I mean, Spyderco does a great job. And just, to me, it's kind of like I guess you saying it's sliced, so it's probably a little thinner than the Shaman, but it basically is a Shaman without the choil, right? Basically?
Yeah, pretty
much.
much. All right, let's do the giveaway. So,
right.
to answer your question, Philip Legroy, yes, there is a giveaway today. In fact, there's 5 of them.
Regan asked if I have anything in the works with USA. Yes, I do.
Do you? Oh, you
Yes,
do?
I do. Yes, I do.
I didn't know that.
Got
Well,
a
now I
cou-
know that.
Got a couple.
Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff. So what do you want to give away first? You want to give a
Spear.
Let's
spear.
start big. Start big.
start big, and then we'll finish with the other spear.
A spear. Somebody's got some hogs out in their yard they are definitely wanting to take care of, and they need this.
Yeah, raccoons get naughty in their teenage years.
They do. That's why.
Kara, what in the world are you
They
saying to
do.
these
They
people?
definitely do.
Okay. All right, so rules. So you must be 18 years or older. You must live in the United States of America in a jurisdiction we can legally ship these things to. For the fixed blades, that should be no problem. I don't know the first thing about shipping a spear.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think there'd be any restrictions against the spear, but I don't quote me. I have no idea.
Okay, but we are going to give these away, and the way it works is we're going to not ask a question. We're going to give you a word, and all you have to do is comment that word, not case sensitive, so whatever. Comment it one time. If you comment more than once, it will not be multiple entries. It'll just disqualify you. So comment one time, and we will do this 5 times. It'll be the same words. You don't have to enter once, and you'll be into all 5 giveaways. You can only win once. And you must respond to winning within 1 minute, or we'll give it away to somebody else.
It's a good way to do it.
All right, should we do this?
Let's do it.
All right, what's our word, Peter?
Our word
Bang!
is August.
August is the word. Comment the word August. And while they're commenting, I know people are asking some more questions in here.
Wait, we might have to do another word. We're gonna do a different word.
Just kidding. August is no longer the word. We're doing a different word.
Stop
Dude,
it.
there's a million
Stop it.
Augusts
Yeah,
already.
that was fast. That was very fast.
Sorry, we have to do another one.
Okay.
Sorry, technical issues.
Jared, let's have Jared pick.
Bang.
Bang. B-A-N-G.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. Just bang. One bang. All right, the new word is bang. I'm sorry about
Not
everybody.
bang. Bang.
Bang. There's some
Sorry,
bangs.
put a dang in there.
Bang, 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 bang.
There
Man, there's
you
a
go.
ton of people in here today.
Awesome.
This
Love
is
to see it.
exciting. I
Thank
love
you
it.
guys for being here.
Only once.
Yeah.
Yep, only once.
It doesn't matter if you do it a bunch of times. It's not gonna count it. So might as well just do it once.
Yeah.
No, it disqualifies you if you do it once.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw. I usually have mine just set where it just doesn't consider any other ones,
Yes.
but the first one.
So I have a question for you. I saw a short you did a little while ago of you cutting glass with Rex 121.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, because the hardness, because I think glass, it might be a little bit lower than this, but to my knowledge, 66 is where glass can be cut, 66 hardness. So the HRC is so high on that. I think they're like 69 to 70 basically. So, and it's the most highest edge retention steel that we have for, obviously knife steel, so edge retention. And it's just out of this world. Like it's leaps and bounds away from everything else.
Yeah, you can go
as
look
far
at
as edge
Laren's
retention.
website on the steel's rate by edge retention.
Yeah.
It's probably
But
half as high as the second place.
The
above
biggest
it.
comment I got on that video, though, the number one comment was, what are you going to do when you have to sharpen? I actually did a short on this. Like, what are you going to do when you have to sharpen it? How are you ever going to sharpen it? Must be, horrible to sharpen. So I did a sharpening video on it, did a sharpening short, and I showed how easy it is. You just got to use the right abrasives. As long as you're using the right abrasives, it's not difficult to sharpen. You just want to make sure you're using diamond. So as long as you're using diamond, you're starting, with relatively coarse stone, you'll be all right.
Yeah, because 50 grit diamond plates are like a hot knife through warm butter
Oh,
to
yeah.
any blade steel.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is.
All right, let's pick that one.
All right.
Let's go.
Who's our winner?
Good luck, everybody.
Wait, until the trap take, but didn't he already win?
He did. I thought I was supposed to disqualify him.
Maybe it's only per session.
Per
do you-
session.
Another one, sorry.
Okay. Well, we can't. Okay.
when
Well,
was
until the
that?
trap takes us one. Like, what do we do?
When was there another giveaway?
All right. Well, I didn't stipulate that in the rules.
Ask him when he won last.
Until the trap takes us. When was the last time you won?
3 months ago.
3 months ago. Oh,
That's why.
dude, you're just a lucky man. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations,
Good for you.
man.
Good
You
for you.
win. Spear is yours.
I've got a lot of repeat offenders on my channel winning too. So
See, it is on my bucket list to one day win an online giveaway, and I just haven't done it yet.
to me, I'm happy for them when they go in twice. Just because I
yeah,
know it's
like,
their lucky
honestly,
day.
thanks for joining us the whole time, man. Like,
I had a
love the
person one
loyalty.
time. They never collected their win, so I had to redraw it, and they won the second one and never picked it up.
What? What in the world?
So the third time, somebody wound up winning it and picking it up.
All right.
Use a new word.
New word.
Yeah.
Next one is the tack pry. And this one is that, I think you're saying like a
Word is office.
pry bar. Office, is the word.
Office.
Comment the word office. Average mountain
Yeah,
biker.
man, I like
Good
this
to see you,
thing,
buddy.
man. This thing's cool.
Yes. Got a nylon sheath, a TPR handle, so the same thing you see on.
It looks like a double hollow, right? Looks like two hollow.
It does look like a double hollow.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then a proper pry bar on the back.
Are you a fan of the Razel blade shapes?
I am.
I am too. I love them.
Okay, one time, guys, from Nick Martino. Thanks, Nick. John Thompson, Dwight Schrute. Great man. I think of him every day.
A lot of great people.
Until
in
the
here.
trap takes us entering
Chris
again.
Jones.
Welcome, buddy.
Mikey Trails. A lot of great people in here. Blue.
EDC
Cody.
associate, Michael Scott.
Spider
I will
Dude.
tell you, I could never get behind Michael Scott. I was not into him in the office. Razel was my favorite. Rip to John Graham. Darn right. John Graham, what a legend.
Rolling.
Rolling it.
Okay.
Let's go. Good luck, everybody.
Cynic 4159.
Cynic 4159, let us know in the comments. Yes.
You got 60
Until the trap
seconds.
takes us, the email is questions@bladehq.com. Okay, has he responded yet?
Cynic? No, not yet.
Not yet from Cynic. All right. I will set this
They have
guy
to
apart.
respond here or they have
He's
to
here.
email?
All right. Do you want to?
Okay.
Yes. Do you want to email us or do you want to reach out over Instagram? If you email us, please send us a screenshot of your YouTube dashboard. There we
Yeah.
go. I can speak English. Okay.
We're just gonna re-roll.
All right, re-rolling.
All right.
And this one is for the boot knife. It's a double edge. It's a rubberized handle. It's a
Double-edged dagger.
dagger.
None for now.
None for now. Wins this guy. He was like the first guy in the comments, yeah? None for now. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the top. Up, it's gone. People are still baying.
Yeah.
All right, none for now. Congratulations. You have won.
Yeah, congratulations, man. None for now.
If they respond, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait to see the new designs, Jared. I can't wait to see your new designs, Jared.
Yeah, we got a bunch for this year. We got a bunch going on. It's gonna be a good year.
Yes. All right. Any word from none for now? Not yet.
We might have to re-roll.
Okay. No word from Cynic yet?
Nice. Okay, he just responded.
Okay.
None for now is in.
He's in
Yes.
or he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
He
Okay,
has,
none for now is
All right,
good.
so
All right, we'll set this guy
next
aside. Next up, we'll do that other tack pride.
Yeah.
All right. Are we just going to do the same word we had?
Yep, we're just gonna re-roll. We don't have to enter it again. We're just re-rolling.
Re-rolling.
Rerolling. So you're already entered.
Here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Jim Dewey.
Jim Dewey. Congratulations, Jim Dewey.
Congrats, Jim.
Jim Dewey. None for now is here. Welcome, None for now.
There we go.
Maybe people are still commenting bang in office.
We just need Jim now.
Jim. Clavid, we got one more giveaway. You
One
might
more.
just win
Yeah.
it.
There we go, Jim. Jim Dewey.
Jim Dewey. Woo.
There we go.
Awesome. And
Congratulations,
lastly, we have this big old Tanto spear.
Yeah, another one.
So you were saying earlier about piercing soft body armor. Would
Yes.
you take a Tanto or a dagger for that?
Oh, dagger for sure. Yeah. But I'll say this though, man. That looks like it has a nasty tip, so I have no doubt that this probably wouldn't penetrate too.
Yeah. I
You
guess
know.
it's apples to oranges, but they both are a fruit.
Yeah. Well, one's gonna have a stronger tip though on these, So that's the one difference you're gonna have between the Tanto and that dagger. This one will be a little more durable. So if you're gonna go through car doors and stuff, you're gonna want this guy.
A little more tip
Going through
strength.
body armor, you want the other one.
Yeah. Well, for all you car door hijacker whatevers,
Yeah.
this is going to be winner. And the winner is. Let's see.
It's
Bob J.
Bob J. Congratulations, Bob J.
Bobby
You
J.
are the winner. Bobby J.
Congratulations.
I bet he's never heard that before.
No, never, for sure.
Yep. You get this awesome Tanto
This thing
spear.
is so cool, guys.
Dude, we got it. This is one of those giveaways that I'm really sad to see go. I'm like, I didn't get to go and
Well, it's like
assault
when you're
any
at Blade
fruits.
Show and you pick up some of the knives at Blade Show and you're just like, it just makes you want to start swinging it. Like, just, there's so many people around you. Like,
There's
I can't
nobody
do it, but
around me
man,
that's
I
young
wanna-
enough that it wouldn't be funny.
Right.
All right. Well, congratulations, Bob J. And that
J,
is
there's
5
Jared
giveaways.
Hunting.
That's a lot of giveaways for one day.
Thank you, Saul.
Yeah, thank you, Sog. Coming in clutch this
I've
year.
never been pig hunting. I'd like to go pig hunting though.
Boy, it
I would
sounds
love
like a
to.
lot of
My
fun.
uncles have went.
Yeah.
I have not.
I remember I spent a couple years in San Antonio, and in the northwestern side, there's a little
Yeah.
town called Bernie, and I met a bunch of people there who have like pig ranches
Oh,
where they're
yeah.
like, high fence, these are my hogs, they're my food storage, and I make tourists pay to come hunt them. I've always wanted to do that. Maybe one day I will, and I'll bring
Yeah.
a spear.
I think it'd be fun. What's going on, big hams?
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a longer live than normal. I think it's because Jared's been here, and it's been a ton of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, we should do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
Dude, we should get
100%.
Alex on here too, and maybe have like a debate.
I
don't
would
know
love
if you
to
two
have-
disagree
I'd
on
love
anything.
to have that. Love it.
Yeah, but we will see you all in the very near future. We have some videos coming out this upcoming week, as well as a video learning about sharpening with Jared here coming in a few weeks in the future. Some of us, we still don't have answers?
Who are we missing?
Okay.
Well, Bobby J.
Bob J, please let us know. Do you want to reach out to
Jim Dewey
Winning
did. He
Shoe
said
over
something.
email or over?
He responded on here.
But like, he said,
Oh.
"Yay, I win!" But
Oh, that's all
needs
I
to
did.
tell us how he's going to reach out to us.
I see. Okay.
Yes, so we cannot get you your knife if you do not respond to us, folks. So you've responded, but we need to
Where do you
know
wanna
how we're
collect?
to look out for you. We're going to look out on Instagram or over on our email with customer service. So, yes, Miguel EDC, I'm going to watch the replay. I was stuck at work. Sorry, Miguel. All right, I'll give him another minute. Jared and Alex are the men. I agree, they are the men.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. In fact, I'll tell you a little story about Alex from a couple. So he made a video about the fixed angle sharpeners.
Yep.
And I had it in my head that there was an angle issue with like the further you get from the pivot, and I like used the angle finder and I proved it in the sharpening video.
yeah.
And then he made a video explaining how wrong I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, my mind has been blown. So I went and
Yeah.
posted a retraction on the sharpening
yeah.
video, but like, I'm just so glad that there are so many smart people in this industry like yourself.
Well,
like
and I've had
Alex
people
and-
prove things like, even myself, I've had to retract things and say, hey, I was wrong about this. But I think the point is that we all are just trying to get to what is, obviously there's going to be, along the journey, there's going to be information that you might think for a while. It might change, it might evolve, or it might be just completely wrong. But it's cool that we're all just trying to get to the right information, whatever that is.
Yep, and the pursuit of truth is worth pursuing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one thing I love
And
about the knife
fun
community.
too. It's fun because you get to do, a lot of different tests and experiments, and hear a lot of different perspectives. Because I've definitely heard some perspectives that completely, or the opposite of things that I've, gotten. But obviously, people are going to have different results.
Yeah, but I just love that we're more concerned about finding what is right than
For
being
sure.
right.
That's so true. Yeah, I agree. And Alex is such a good guy, man. It's never like hard feelings or anything. Like it's always just,
Yeah, I always learn something. He's
Me
like,
too, me too.
He's
That's
like
what I
my
love
big
about him.
brother I learn everything from. It's great.
Me too. That's what I love about it. Any channel I can watch and get something from, that's when I'll come back, Because I leave with some information that, teaches me something.
Yep.
We got one of them.
All right, Bob J is not answering. Okay, should we just give away his thing again?
No, we'll just.
Okay.
We'll see if he gets to us at some point.
All right. And if he does not get back to us within the next week or so, you can expect another spear in the giveaway next week.
There you go.
Very exciting. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
Later.